Scary stories are known to happen quite often in our generation and just generally. So today we're going to be taking a look at some of the scary stories you know that is 100% true. And we're going to be seeing what the Redditors have experienced in their lifetime. So without further ado, ladies and gents, let's get into it. Anyways, leave a like and subscribe as well. Awesome. So the first story is, I would call it creepy more than scary, but my mom's friend had a small house and lived alone. She noticed weird things: a batch of soup depleting faster than usual, missing eggs, damp towels in the hamper when she hadn't used any, extra dishes in the dishwasher. This went on for months. She thought she was just being forgetful. One day she heard some thumping found around in her attic and went to investigate. Rookie mistake, by the way. She found some makeshift living quarters, small radio, hot plate, sleeping bag, pillow, food wrappers, etc. She called the cops, who came to keep an eye on the place. They ended up catching a homeless man climbing a tree trying to sneak into her attic window. He had been doing this almost daily. He would wait for her to go to work, then go downstairs and help himself to food and amenities. The funny part is about the story is they got to know each other throughout the ordeal. The guy was actually very respectful, just down on his luck. She didn't press charges, instead let him move in, help him get a job, and he lived in the attic until he got back on his feet. Creepy shift with a happy ending. Well, fair enough, man. At least she was nice enough to keep on letting him stay in the attic. It's not scary, it's more creepy. Like, if someone's living in my attic, I would probably knock him out. I dare you to live in my attic.
I would probably knock him out.
Actually, I don't dare you at all. I probably wouldn't knock you out. I'd probably freak, knowing me. But this is not a welcome, by the way, to live in my freaking attic. But if someone was living in an attic, and I'd freak out, man. I'd probably freak out. But it's kind of heartwarming to know that she got to know the guy and let him stay there eventually. That's very nice of her, and not many people would do that in today's generation. So that's lovely. It's probably a good thing it's 6 years ago, because if it was sometime now, he'd probably get shot. But moving on to the next story. My mom was driving and a guy ran out in the road, so she stopped so she couldn't hit him. It was nighttime, so it was pretty dark, and 3 other men emerged from the forest around, all trying to use the door handles of her car to get in. She locked them luckily and gassed it to the nearest town. Remember to always lock your car after you start it. If it wasn't unlocked, who knows what would have happened to her. Oh my goodness, that is actually pretty terrifying. And the sad part is this shit kind of happens as well. Again, 6 years ago, but it yet happens to in today's day and age. My friend's boss bought an Audi A4 convertible. Nice. Back when they were new and interesting. One of the talking points was the pop-up roll hoops that were hidden unless he rolled it. A few months after buying it, he got test those roll hoops out as he lost control and skidded down a steep bank about 10 meters, which is 35 feet deep. The roll hoops did their job and he survived with just cuts and scratches from the bushes he'd plowed through. The car ended up in the right way up and he got out, walked back up to the bank on the side of the road, then got on the phone to the police to report the accident. While he was standing there, a driver from a car had seen the accident, came over to speak to him. Approaching him from behind, the other driver asked if he was okay. My friend's boss turned out to reply and dropped dead. His neck had been fractured but was in one piece right up until he turned his head when it severed his spinal cord. That is crazy. What the hell, man? Apparently it's fairly common to break your neck without you actually even knowing it. So yeah, that's why you should never jerk your neck back, because it can create a shock to the spinal cord apparently, and that is scary, man. That's actually mad. That's actually crazy. He just dropped dead because his neck just snapped, and that's rather unfortunate. And yeah, R.I.P. This is the hometown story that stayed with me. It happened literally right around the corner where I grew up, maybe a 2-minute drive away. Judy Kerber murdered 6 children and 1 adult by intentionally driving the wrong way on a divided highway in an attempt to commit suicide. She had been hospitalized for depression, but had also ended a relationship with her ex-husband's brother. What? and was by some report involved in drug trafficking and fear of imminent arrest. She picked up her sister's son, who was celebrating his 10th birthday that day. She then loaded her 3 children into the car, supposedly to pick up a gift for the nephew. Instead, she went missing with the carload of kids. A short time later, calls started coming into 911 about a car going the wrong direction in the highway at high rate of speed. They made it about 90 seconds before a head-on collision with another vehicle driven by a father with 2 children and another child along for the ride. The crash annihilated both vehicles. The only survivors were Kirby herself and the children who were along for the ride in another car. There were pieces of children all over the highway. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Oh my goodness, man. Like this is terrifying. Like, adults who kill children, or just people killing people as a whole, just fucked up on so many levels. And you could see the red flags coming on this bitch Judy, because, you know, having a relationship with the ex-husband's brother, firstly. What? Secondly, killing kids, man. Like, you just took someone else's life away. You just broke a family. You just took people's lives away. You took someone's future away. You took someone's kids away. You took someone's son away. You took someone's daughter away. You took someone's brother away. Sister away, for fuck's sake. That is absolutely outrageous, and I don't even think 215 years is the correct amount. I think something else. I'm not gonna say it on YouTube because of censorship, but that is crazy. That is messed up on so many different levels. My goodness, man. These are real, true, scary stories, by the way, guys. So this is actually a really hard to condone. I mean, no, not condone. This is really hard to see, man. Like, this shit actually happens in real life. But guys, if you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure to, you know, comment your own scary personal experiences or just scary ghost stories on my Reddit. Yes, guys, I have a Sid Parikh Reddit. There you guys go. Yeah, check it out. And yeah, you guys can see me do a little dance as well out there. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.